What's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here, and what an absolute crazy find. There is a new bypass in iOS that allows you to get through the lock screen, bypass it, and get into photos and contacts. And this does work on the latest iOS 9.3.1 firmware, 9.3, 9.2.1, 9.2, anything below really, all the way down to iOS 9.0. So up until the current 9.3.1, this works on every device. And if you're a stranger to this channel, you may be wondering, what is this about? For years, and I mean years, Apple has had security flaws in lock screens, basically allowing users to get through the lock screen, sometimes into certain apps, sometimes into contacts, sometimes into the phone app. But regardless, for years, this has been happening. And today, in 2016, on the 9th version of their major iOS, we still have lock screen bugs. That's just crazy. Anyways, enough talking. Let me show you what I'm talking about. But one more thing. I get so many requests from people that supposedly found a lock screen bug. They say, I found one, take a look. And it drives me nuts because people think they found a lock screen, but in truth, what it is they go ahead and on the lock screen with Touch ID, ask Siri, what time is it?
It's 6:45 p.m.
And then they click on whatever it is they ask Siri, then they click back, oh wow, you're in the home screen. Well, hey, no crap. I mean, you use your finger for Touch ID and you jumped in through that. If you had Touch ID disabled and then tried it, Siri wouldn't let you in. What I'm trying to say is this is a real bypass, you know, the real deal. So let me show you how this is done. I'm just going to use the edge of my fingernail. Actually, I'll just disable Touch ID altogether just to show you that this doesn't need Touch ID. I'm not accidentally triggering it. So I'm going to jump into Touch ID and passcode. And this works with 4 or 6-digit passcodes. It really doesn't matter. So I will turn off Touch ID for phone unlock. So as you guys can see, Touch ID is disabled. I'm going to try and do this without any cuts as to not make this suspicious or anything. And by the way, this method was not found by me. The original video is down below in the description, made by another legendary YouTuber. So let's go ahead and swipe over. No Touch ID. Search Twitter.
What would you like me to search for on Twitter?
All right, so first thing to do is ask Siri to search Twitter. These words exactly, search Twitter. Then ask her gmail.com.
I found some tweets.
So she'll give you pretty much all of the tweets with an email inside of it. The point is to get Siri to answer with an email. So let's go ahead and find one with a valid gmail.com. A lot of people put spaces or like little symbols like the @ symbol to get it to not work. This one right here, I think, yeah, right here. So I don't know if this is just a random email, but anyways, this is only compatible with 6S and 6S Plus. So you do need 3D Touch for this to work. Go ahead and 3D Touch on this and go down to create a new contact. Now add photo, choose photo, and you'll get this weird glitch animation. Go ahead and select OK. You basically just bypassed and gave permission to Siri to get into your photos or contacts. So now you can go ahead and jump into the photos and see if your girlfriend was really cheating on you, whatever you're using this for. In my case, I just love finding bugs, man. These give me such a rush. Anyways, so that's how to get into the photos. But if you want to look at the contacts, you can go ahead and add to existing contact and it'll give you the list of all of them. As you can see, I have no contacts right now because this is a brand new phone. And I can show you this on my personal phone too with a passcode. Touch ID is enabled, but I'll use my finger nail at the very edge. Search Twitter.
What would you like me to search for on Twitter?
gmail.com.
I found some tweets.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into here. 3D Touch on this. Add to existing contact. There's my list of contacts. I'm going to blur that out. And we'll do that again. Create new contact. Choose photo. And boom, you are inside whoever phone it is, and you're now in their photos. You can search through everything. So guys, I just think this is absolutely nuts, and the passcode is still present here. So we didn't use Touch ID or jump into the phone. Again, you can find the original video down below in the description. As far as other devices, this does not work on any other device but the 6S. I tried it on iPads, I tried it on other phones. Basically, if you don't get 3D Touch, there is still a glitch animation, but you don't actually get into the contact or photo or anything like that. So one more time, Let's do this. Search Twitter.
What would you like me to search for on Twitter?
Gmail.com.
Okay, here are some tweets.
All right, so again, we need to find, it doesn't need to be Gmail. You can find any email, 3D touch onto it, create new contact, and boom, you are in the photos. So a couple other little things. I'm going to go ahead and unlock this phone. So this does need to have a Twitter account not signed in. Most people don't have one signed in, so this will work on a vast majority of devices. Twitter right here has nothing signed in. You can have the app, you'd be using the app separately, but you just cannot be signed in on the settings right here. And that's it, guys. So that is how you bypass the lock screen on the latest 9.3.1 firmware and get in through it. Absolutely nuts. Be sure to check out some of the older bypasses. It's kind of crazy how creative some people have to go, think, and find these bypasses. If you want to check out mine, I'll put mine up there that I personally found, and I'm so proud of it. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Peace.